what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts 3 news and information video. Today for you guys, I have some new story details towards Kingdom Hearts 3. So, a couple of days ago, Square Enix released the Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora Playarts Kai figurine, and on the back of the Playarts Kai box gives us a little bit of a summary towards Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, and kind of the story that is of course going to be transpiring in Kingdom Hearts 3, talking towards the Ancient Keyblade War, the 7 Guardians of Light, and of course the Seekers of Darkness. Now, most of the details that are in this summary are details that we already know of. If of course you guys have been keeping up to date with the ongoing story of Kingdom Hearts, most of you guys should have a fair idea as to what is actually going to be transpiring at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. However, there's a few interesting points that are brought up in this summary, so I thought I'd just go over the complete summary to give you guys a refresher, and of course to discuss about the new stuff that was brought up. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first sentence states, with the world under the control of a single master, the final end of absolutely everything in terms of the evilness and darkness in the universe of Kingdom Hearts. Now, Tetsuya Nomura has already stated that Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't the last Kingdom Hearts game, and that of course Sora will continue to be the main protagonist after Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, that information is actually quite old. He stated that back in 2013, so of course anything that he states in interviews all the way back then are of course subject to change, and who really knows, of course Kingdom Hearts 3 might actually be the last Kingdom Hearts game, but honestly speaking, I definitely don't see that happening. I don't actually believe that with Xehanort out of the picture, every single sort of world in the Kingdom Hearts universe will be at peace. There's always got to be darkness, like it's explained in Kingdom Hearts, to of course have an equal balance, so keep that in mind. Through countless adventures across many worlds in his long battle against the darkness, Sora, once a little boy who only dreamed worlds beyond his island even existed, has grown up to be a dashing young man. Now he is realizing that the battle has played out exactly as Master Xehanort had planned, and the second Keyblade War, the final struggle between light and dark, looms ahead. To counter the overwhelming darkness, Sora and his friends must gather the 7 Guardians of Light. His best friend Riku and King Mickey seek out a battle-scarred Keyblade wielder, while Sora, Donald, and Goofy set out on a journey to find the key to return hearts. Never before featured Disney World set the stage for another daring adventure to save the universe. So like I was saying at the start of the video, most of the details in that paragraph right there are details that we already know of in terms of Sora and the gang having to go and find the rest of the Guardians of Light and of course the key to return hearts in order to of course counteract the great battle of the 13 Seekers of Darkness. Now, all of that stuff we already know, but one interesting point that I sort of picked up on in this paragraph was the fact that Riku and King Mickey have to set out to find a battle-scarred Keyblade wielder and not wielders. Now, we already know that King Mickey and Riku are actually going out to find the sort of 3 friends, who are of course Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. Now, when upon reading this, you'd probably think, okay, they're trying to find Aqua, but then again, Tetsuya Nomura has said that at the end of Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, Aqua will be saved. Now, this is a summary for Kingdom Hearts 3 and not 0.2 Birth by Sleep, so is it possible that in this paragraph, when they actually bring up a battle-scarred Keyblade wielder, they're not actually referring to Aqua, but rather somebody else? Now, exactly who this somebody else could be, who really knows? What pops into my head when they're mentioning battle-scarred Keyblade wielder could possibly be Master Eraqus, but then again, Eraqus, as of right now, is of course residing inside of Terra. Is it possible that when they mention battle-scarred, they could be referring to a character within the Kingdom Hearts Key universe, possibly referring to perhaps the Foretellers, maybe Ephemera, or maybe even Skull? I also love the fact that they mention never before featured Disney World set the stage for another daring adventure to save the universe. That really gets me hyped because of the fact that we know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be including a bunch of new Disney properties into the game. I want this game right now, but it's looking like 2018, guys, let's be real. Chosen by the Keyblade, he is the one whose heart's light never fails to shine as a beacon of hope. Sora the Brave brave hero chosen by the Keyblade has always had a strong sense of justice. Through his many battles against darkness, he has grown and learned about the world immensely. Drawn to his light, many friends have lent him their support and granted him their powers to counter the darkness. Riku, the childhood friend he grew up with on Destiny Islands, Donald and Goofy, the two comrades with whom he has shared his adventures from the very beginning, and King Mickey, who unfailingly supports Sora with his own mighty strength. As the world becomes enveloped in another battle against the darkness, the Keyblade wielder and his friends must rise up against Master Xehanort and thwart his plot to incite another Keyblade war. Now personally, I find it very interesting when they talk about inciting another Keyblade war. When you think about it, 7 people versus 13 people, it's not exactly a war, that's more so a big battle with quite a few people. But when you're looking at a war, you're literally looking at like hundreds and thousands of people all coming together to fight. You know, that's what a war is. So it leads me to believe that possibly with the clash of the 7 Guardians of Light and the 13 Seekers of Darkness, perhaps maybe it might actually resurrect or raise the spirits of the fallen Keyblade wielders that of course reside in the Keyblade graveyard. Because once again, going back to it, if we actually look at the Keyblade War from the end of Kingdom Hearts Key, we could actually see a lot of people banding together to of course fight between each other. But of course then you just look at the 7 Guardians of Light and the 13 Seekers of Darkness fighting together, that's not a war. It would actually be so badass and so insane that if we get to the Keyblade graveyard at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and there's literally hundreds of different Keyblade wielders running around the place, swinging their Keyblades everywhere, and we're having to like fight through them as Sora doing all sorts of flips and tricks and cool shit, I am actually going to sit there freaking the nipple out. However guys, that's all the news and information I have for you guys today, talking towards some news story details towards Kingdom Hearts 3. Like I said, you know, most of these are things that we already know of, and of course, like if you guys have been keeping up to date with the story of Kingdom Hearts 3, most of the stuff is familiar to you guys, but there are a few different things in here that really did pique my interest. However guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.